Hi guys, welcome back to Lady Listens, and today I'm with a very special guest, all the way from San Antonio. Give it up for
What up, Stephen Curry?
Stephen Curd. How you doing, Stephen?
You know, I'm feeling good. Feeling good today. How you
good.
feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm a little tired, but we're here.
Yeah, I feel it. You ain't lying.
We're
Make it happen.
Well, yeah, we're making it happen. I appreciate you being flexible in terms of, first it was 10 o'clock, and then I thought about it. I was like, maybe let's do 11. And he's like, you doing 12? We're doing 12.
So we're doing 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Basically.
No, we made it happen. Thanks.
We made it happen.
Looking forward to it. Yeah.
Thank you.
You had asked, so I'm like, let's do it.
Huh?
You said you had asked, so I'm like, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. We're here at Too Sweet again. Shout out Too Sweet for not kicking. Yeah, you're knocking on wood again. But thank you.
Right.
Let's talk about what we got first, because there's a whole little setup we got.
Absolutely.
So my side, I haven't ate anything, I haven't drank anything, I'm tired. It's the day after the 713 Day Music Festival, of course, was closed out by the Stephen Curry. But today I got my caramel latte with oat milk, and I got a nice banana bread. I love a good banana
I
bread.
was about to dig into it.
And he got, what do you got, like two shots of espresso, and that's it.
Oh, yeah, double espresso.
Double espresso?
It's the way to go.
And Topo Chico as well, so shout out to that, man. We're getting. Is there? Yeah. It's a good banana bread?
I'm big on my sweets, right?
Okay.
I'll go to a bakery and let me see what y'all. Camote empanadas. That's where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it this banana bread a 9 out of 10.
Really? You know what? It's good. You know what would do it for me? If they added chocolate chips. I love chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate chips.
Banana bread. You haven't tried it? It's good.
Like inside or like?
Yeah, like the inside of bread.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. You know how you ate like choco banano? Like banana dipped in chocolate?
Okay. I can see that being a good combo.
Yeah, it's very like
melted in the middle.
No. In Salvadorian, it's almost like it's like a popsicle. So that you freeze the banana and then you dip it in chocolate. So it's like a hard chocolate shell.
Okay.
And then you get the banana. Come on, dog.
Take it. Okay. I'm gonna have to try it.
No,
I'll take your word for it.
San Antonio, find a little Salvadorian spot somewhere and see if they ask choconano.
Yeah.
Some spots have it, but
you're gonna have to put a show on in San Antonio and then like have your own vendor, your own cart on the side.
For real.
So
do something there.
Absolutely. I'm interested to hear what you have in mind for me.
What my nosy is
I'm
gonna ask you today.
interested.
First of all, let's get introductions. Tell me, for the people who don't know, maybe
Sure.
a little bit about yourself, what you do, who you are, how you rocking.
Sure. Well, I'm a full-time musician from San Antonio, born and raised. Started doing music full-time 2016. Before that, I worked for a few years delivering packages and driving around. Right out of high school, I started working. And while working, I realized this life just really isn't for me, right? Before I started working, I had already had some experience with entertainment. I grew up doing like singing and being in choir.
Okay.
So I was very much a choir nerd in high school. I might have been the president of the choir at one point.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I might have had my, might have been on top.
All state competitions and all that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I was in choir from middle to high school too, so I get you. Shout out to the choir people. The choir kids are making it happen, man.
Come on. Someone got to out here.
Someone asked me, did you get your Letterman in choir?
I did.
So did I. Shout out.
I was out there rocking the Letterman and it's all hot and shit. I was like, man, I earned this.
What color was your Letterman?
It was black and gold.
Mine was too.
Yeah, it was hot.
Man, I was sick. I was like, this choir Letterman, come on, big dog.
Oh yeah.
Okay, shout out you, and then.
Yeah, so I did that. I had a lot of experience in that, and then I did American Idol.
Really?
I did American Idol twice.
How was that?
I was 17 and 18. I made it out to Hollywood. I did the Hollywood thing. They gave me the golden ticket. And that's its own interesting story and different takeaways that I got from that experience. And then SeaWorld was opening up their water park, Aquatica.
Okay.
And I did a school town show. One of the judges was an entertainment director at SeaWorld. They were just opening up this water park. And they're like, we need a performer. And I'm like, bet. So they gave me my own show. At SeaWorld, I'm 16, 17 years old. Right? I have a sign. Like, I'm legit, right? At 16, 17. I feel like I've made it.
Yeah.
So that was my early experience with music and entertaining. And then I started working full time, and then I was like, yo, I missed that. I have like that itch, like that desire to sing and be in front of people and entertain. So yeah, after 3 years, I decided to do music full time, and that's been the journey ever since.
Yeah, that's interesting. I did not know that about you. So thank you.
yeah.
That's really interesting. So you've been in this for a hot minute now. Like it's definitely in there. Talk to me. Well, shout out you. So talking about performances, yesterday it was a 713 Day Fest here in Houston. Me, though he's from San Antonio. I was telling Steven, I saw him first like about a year and a half ago. I don't know. It's been a while since I first saw him.
Yeah.
When I tell y'all, I was like, oh, like I was just like. Just staring. I could just stare at you playing. I'm like, what the fuck is this like? Because I think I saw Wesley. Wesley did his thing. Shout out Wesley. Shout out Wesley. And then you just came, and I was like, what the fuck? Like it just cut everything else, and it was super super sick. I hope like you're fucking sick. Like I told everybody, like I'm so excited for Steven playing. No, you're fucking sick. Like. I think the word for me is entrancing. It's very entrancing because I could see how you're in it too. I love the facial expressions you do, especially as a photographer. I was like, yes. And then you get in it. And I was like, oh no, he's like, I could see you enjoying yourself and really like putting in like your whole energy into what you're doing as a performer. So shout out to you doing that. But yeah.
Thank you for that, the visual feedback on that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So growing up in San Antonio your whole life, we talked about a little bit yesterday. You born there, lived there your whole life.
Yeah.
And then you come to Houston a couple times to do a couple shows.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit. You were saying that there's a different energy in Houston. How does that compare to San Antonio and here?
Yeah. So San Antonio, especially in the scene that I'm in, you got the working musician. You got cats who are playing 4 or 5 times a week. Some are making living off of it, and some are it's their side hustle and what they do. But nonetheless, a working musician, right? And there are a lot of people who do it very, very well. Have a lot of really close friends that have been doing this for a long time, and we motivate and inspire each other to do better and to evolve, right? Because that's the game. Right?
Yeah.
You never want to be stagnant. So we're always kind of pushing each other. But it's a different kind of push. It's more of a working man's push. Whereas here it's a little more of the creative side. You feel like people are sharing stories and they're expressing themselves in a different way. It's still music. It's still being in front of people and entertaining, but it's a different form of expression of entertainment. That isn't tapped in as much in San Antonio. There are a lot of very talented cats who could make waves in a scene like Houston, but it's not at the forefront of a lot of people's minds. So coming down here and seeing cats from Milwaukee, some fools came from Milwaukee, like, what are we doing? Like that's the coolest thing ever. I thought a drive to Houston was crazy. Like that alone is very, very cool. It shows that there's passion for what they're doing and appreciation for you and what you're doing and the event, and those are the kind of circles I want to be involved in day to day for the rest of my life. So in moments where I can be expressive and share myself and find an opportunity to evolve in that realm, I will definitely be there. So that's the difference that I feel right now from Houston.
I do feel like Houston is first of all such a big city, big city, and there's talented people everywhere. In every single corner you'll find somebody that's really sick at what they're doing. And I feel like since kind of being tapped into the scene for a little while now, I'm seeing that people are so, you said passionate and creative. It's like we're in the forefront of what they do. They want to be the standout. They want to break out, because I feel like so many legends come out of here. The Beyonce, the Travis Scott, the Megan Thee Stallion. So I was like, there is stardom that comes from Houston. So I'm like, I think that's for me, I was like, if I see somebody that could do it, I was like, why can't I do it? If they come from the same part of the city that I can do it, I was like, fuck it, bro. We've all like that. There's a possibility. So I feel like that's really inspiring.
My literal studio, it's called Somebody's Gotta Do It Studios. It's been an insider for a while, right? But it's like, somebody's got to do it. It might as well be you.
No.
You know what I mean? And what I tell my homies in my close circle is like, we're literally the people who make music. We're literally the people that we looked up to or found inspiration, and we are those people now today. So it's our job and our responsibility to pass that on to the next generation. It would be a disservice to this next generation if we didn't provide what the generation before us provided for us. So I think that's real important.
Yeah, I like that. Someone's got to do it. Someone's like, that's for me.
Someone's got to look. I brought this little camera. I've been taking this camera everywhere. You know what I mean?
Is Osmo on stage, man? He said, "Where's my Osmo?"
I got the Osmo. I got to record a little something right now. Actually, you know.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Shout out the little Osmo camera. Luz has it too.
Yeah, it's hot.
And it's super sick.
No. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm scared.
You're fine. So talk to me. I feel like we were talking about the enchanting guitar playing you do. Talk to me how long you've been doing guitar playing and what do you really love about it? Like what do you feel like draws you in every single time? Like, yeah, I'm cool. Like he could sing, don't get me wrong, he could sing, but like what do you feel it is about the guitar playing that you really attracts you to?
Well, first, they gotta cleaning. What are they cleaning? They ain't even no carpet up there.
I think they're making a smoothie.
Oh, this now.
I know it's loud as
blended ass smoothie. The hell? All right.
So I was like saying, we know you could sing because you acquired. Was singing first and then guitar, or how was that?
Yeah, singing was first.
Okay.
I found a weird my experience with singing early on didn't come from passion for singing.
Okay.
It was more of an excuse to be seen and to be heard in a setting of my life where that was considered a value. And if I was doing something that nobody else was, that made me unique. That made me different. And the reactions I would get, they put me in a different category of appreciation, right? What I soon found was that kind of level of excitement or level of whatever it was that I was receiving, like that was it was special to me. So I didn't want to continuously do it and do it for the sake of getting a reaction. At a certain point, I realized like, this is something I need to take care of, and that I need to hone in on. So singing came first, and it wasn't until much later that I realized like, no, this is what I do for the love for myself, not for anybody else. And then that's when the guitar kind of came. I'm like, if I'm gonna learn how to play guitar, if I'm gonna sing, it'd be kind of cool if I could play guitar. It'd be kind of cool. And the guitar story has its own very interesting story, very, very intro to a movie type story.
Really?
Oh yeah. We can get into that later. I know you
can get into it now because that's the.
I'll make it very, very short. I would ride my bike to school, and in the mornings, every morning, and every time I would come back, every morning, there was this one house in this corner. And there was somebody playing guitar in a garage, and the garage was always like open this much, so you can never see who it was, but it was always open like that. And and at some point, like I wanted to at this point I wanted to learn. Right? I heard this guy playing, and so I just stopped one day. I got off my bike. I just knocked on the garage door, right? And no, who is it? Who is it? And I said, I like the way you're playing, or I like how you're playing. And he opened it, and it was a man, and he was in a wheelchair. He had no legs. In a wheelchair, like one of the mechanical ones, or one you can move with your hand.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to think of this man. And I was like, I didn't know what he looked like. So I was like, oh, okay. And I said, I play guitar. Oh, I want to learn how to play guitar. He goes, you play guitar? Like, I'd like to. He goes, do you have a guitar? We started talking. Do you have a guitar? Yeah. I said, but it only has like 3 strings on it. Like there are no strings on it. It's not set up or whatever.
Yeah.
And after kind of some answer, he's like, if you go get your guitar, I'll put new strings on it and I'll tune it for you. Got on my bike, right? I haul ass, right? I'm like, damn, okay. And mind you, this guitar's been sitting in my closet for 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
had never been touched. It was a gift from my father. It was only a gift from my father because my brother wanted a guitar. My brother wanted an electric guitar, and it just so happened to be that my father was like, "Hey, you want a guitar?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I want that black one. It got 3 strings on it for sure. So I came back and I brought the guitar, and he put new strings on it. He tuned it up for me. He goes, "You're gonna need to buy a tuner. I can't give you mine, but I tuned it up for you. It should be good." And he goes, "Here's a poster with some chords, and like just learn them." Okay, sure enough. So I go home and I'm like, "Yo, that's exactly where I started." And then it just kind of built from there. 3 years later, or a few years later, after I done Idol, after I done the Aquatica, I visited him again. I went back and I said, "Hey, is so and so here?" And, yeah. Turns out it was a home. It was like a not a retirement home, or maybe a retirement home or a senior home or something. Yeah, it was an older man, and so the caretaker, the caregiver was there. And so I don't know his name, but so and so. Oh yeah, he came back. He came around through the garage. Like, "What's up?" I'm like, no, I'm the kid. I'm the kid that you remember you helped me with my guitar. Oh my God! Oh, he was like so like, "Oh, this is so crazy." And I told him, "I just want to let you know that I've done American Idol twice. I have my own show at SeaWorld. I learned guitar. Like, I'm playing guitar. Like, I just wanted to let you know, like, thank you for that, for all your help." And he goes, "Oh my God, I cannot believe," he calls the lady. Yeah. "Oh, Sarah, wait right here. I was like, "Can you get my camera?" He goes, "Can you get my camera?" And he goes, "I want you," he goes, "if I can," he goes, "I want to just record you saying that, just because I want to revisit that again another time." I'm like, "Yeah." So you get this camera, it was at 40. "All right, man, you can just please get it." I was like, "Thank you," like I give the whole, yeah. So that was a big moment for me early on, and I don't know where he's at nowadays, or this was a long time ago, but again, giving back to the next generation as a musician. That's where you need to be. That's what makes a real musician. Fuck all the fame and all the money and all the extra bullshit. Like, that's what makes a real musician. So yeah, that's that. What a story. You're a great storyteller, by the way. Shout out. What a story. Dude, that is very movie-esque. Like, yeah, I can see that. 11, 12-year-old, 13-year-old me, like, inspired, and somehow, just one day I decided to stop, and just one day he was in a good mood enough to, everything had to line up perfectly. So, that is not me. That is something else. Yeah. That is a higher power. Absolutely. Man, shout out to you. And then, so you started singing, you started guitar playing in the very movie-like, thing. Talk to me about, so now you're singing guitar. Now it's like, let me sit down and compose music, make music, right? Do the lyrics, production. Oh, yeah. Talk to me, like, how that kind of inspirations in terms of that, like, why you decide to do it, man. Again, it comes down to, somebody's got to do it, right? I had no money. Yeah. I had no connections. I had no experience. This life that I've lived has been very isolating and very independent for many reasons, including my own personal reasons. So making music and being vulnerable enough to even share my music with other people, that was not an easy task. Yeah. Or it was a difficult task, or difficult thing to pursue, to get over. And I decided, like, if I'm gonna make music, I'm gonna have to learn how to make it on my own. Unfortunately, like, I wish somebody knew who I was here to put it through sound. But I eventually had to learn. So from about 2018 to 2022, I started learning writing and trying my best to learn who I was, the musician, not so much the I don't want to call it entertainer, but the genuine musician that I was, learning that process. Okay. So it was a journey, a struggle. Yeah. Yeah. but a challenge I was very much willing to take on.
Yeah, and I think you did it very well. So your album, I've had this dream before. That is your first album.
Yeah.
Your first album.
Yeah.
So for it to be your first album and the songs that came out of it, I think it's super sick because I tell you all the time, I'm generally a fan of your work. So like these songs I have in my playlist. These songs I live to. These songs, the cruising, the summer, especially during the summertime. Oh my God, rocking on some Stephen Curry right now during the summertime. It's perfect for this time.
You got to.
So tell me about your process, and in terms of that, is it always guitar first? Is it certain feelings that you have, or is it just like everything just comes together? And especially for this first album, I've had this dream before.
This first project was very much just kind of what I was feeling at the time. My guitar skills were good. They were good enough. They were passable, but they weren't composed worthy.
Okay.
I didn't know any theory. I didn't have any. I didn't have any experience. Like wasn't professionally taught guitar or anything. So the first project was just a lot of what I felt here.
Okay.
And I couldn't even tell you what keys those songs were in when I made them. I couldn't even tell you. They just felt right. So it was very much just vibes. Then I would write to them, and then the guitar kind of came second. That's very much changed.
Yeah.
In this next, we'll get there. But I'd say that was the first project.
Yeah, that was my next question because you talked about it yesterday a little bit before. Like it's been 3 years since you put out that first album came out in 2022, but you said these songs were like written and made in like 2018 and like this kind of era. So it's been a hot minute since we get new Stephen Curry music. Talk to me. How do you feel like you evolved as a person, as an artist, as a musician, and like this new music that's coming out? What are you most excited for to kind of like show to people in terms of that?
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's the most vulnerable thing any musician can do. Is to share their stories and their history with strangers. This first project, was very much where I was at the time. Pursuing a dream and having these high expectations, high hopes, being in love, everything that came with that, and just kind of going with the flow and letting it be what it is. This time around, this project is much more calculated.
Okay.
The style of guitar that I'm playing much more guitar in this next project, and rightfully so, because I feel like my guitar speaks better than me at times.
Bonnie said that yesterday. We talked to him after the event, and I was like, talk to him. Like, what do you think of the show? And he's like, at certain points, the guitar was singing. Like, he didn't have to sing. It was the guitar singing for him. So
I don't. And again, that's not me. That is not me. It is something completely above me. That sound comes from influences, absolutely, but the energy and what gets played, that is not me. So I've given my life to learning what that even means, and also learning how to live alongside of it and be a vessel. So this next project, I'm taking all those things into consideration and highlighting those values, because the first project, it was very much a dream. It was very much something that I wanted to prove to myself, like, hey, I can make an album. Like, I can do this. I can be a musician. I can write stuff and arrange songs, and I can make cool shit. Like, that was my test to myself. But this next project, this next album that I'm coming out with, it is very much a gift from something else, from a higher power, and it is it's just a collection of all my life's work and experience, and that's gonna shine in this next chapter.
I'm super excited, man. I'm happy because I feel like as a human as well, like, you have to learn and go through certain experiences to have stories to tell, right? So you've been living and stuff like that. So especially San Antonio, Houston, traveling, meeting other people. And this first there we go, inspiration. I was like, I had a question, but it kind of talk to me. You said a little bit of inspirations. Talk to me, what was kind of playing in your household, inspirations growing up that you feel kind of contribute to you as a musician, right, as a guitar player, but also as an artist who sings his ass off. And then Yeah, and then what are you listening to now that kind of like the newer music? Like, oh, this shit's kind of groovy. You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, there wasn't a whole lot of things that I was able to cling on to very early on. My parents, my mother, very early on, she loved like No Doubt.
Okay.
You know, like Spider Webs and Sunday Morning, like that kind of stuff. Early No Doubt. My father really liked classic rock. The Doors. The Door. I think of my father with the Doors. So there were two very different genres, and it wasn't until my grandmother gifted me an Elvis CD,
Okay.
and it was like the 30 greatest Elvis songs, and I thought, well, if my grandmother's gifting me this, I should probably learn all 30 songs. My logic at the time, right? So I learned all 30 Elvis songs, and I'm just always listening to Elvis. Then I got into Sinatra. I found out about Sinatra. And I thought, oh, can I get Sinatra? Like I said, and they're like, my parents are like, oh, look, Sinatra? Like,
Yeah.
what do you know about Sinatra? And that influence, I just kind of, I found it on my own.
Yeah.
Music, my passion for music, I found on my own. None of my family or parents were musical. None of them played any instruments. It was very much a solo venture. And it wasn't until much later that I learned about Prince. Prince being one of my favorite. I mean, he definitely is my favorite musician of all time.
Yeah.
I learned about Prince when I started working full time.
Okay.
And I would go into these places and deliver these packages, and people are listening to just the grooviest shit that I'd never heard. I'm like, what? Like, I'm out there like bobbing, I'm like, damn, this is hot, right?
Yeah.
And that was my introduction to the funk and to the soul. I'm like, damn, what is this music? Like this music, I'd never listened to up until that point. So I'm 18, learning this brand new genre of music, and even the classic rock. I mean, like Prince, like nobody was playing. I don't know Prince like that. Like I didn't. So I'm learning all these things on my own, and that really influenced me. And then it wasn't until I learned that, and then it wasn't until I learned about Tom Misch.
Okay.
Look, it wasn't until I learned about Anderson .Paak, Mac Miller, and Tom Misch. It wasn't until I learned about those three cats that I was like, oh shit, so I can make cool shit that's not on the radio.
And still have the dedicated fan base, still sell out the stadium, still do all that. Shout out Anderson .Paak, shout out Mac Miller. I haven't tapped into Tom Misch yet, so I'll get you up on that. But
look, Tom Misch Geography,
okay,
that whole album, you're talking about albums?
Yeah.
From front to back, I'm getting chills. Like that put me on. This is 2017. And South of the River was a song that I was like, okay, like this is the shit that I vibe with, but like some new kind of version of that shit. And that album was a big inspiration for my album that I've had this dream before, because it was like, yo, if they can make some cool shit, I know I can make some cool shit. And that was kind of the catalyst. Yeah.
Shout out Anderson .Paak. I bought tickets to go see him. He's going to tour this summer. He's gonna be with I bought tickets. I was so excited.
I seen him DJing in Vegas.
Really? How was that?
As Pee-wee. Yeah, it was hot. It was on the record, off the record. Yeah, in Vegas. He was like from me to you. No, maybe not that close, but he was a little close. Yeah. He's doing his thing, you know.
Nah, shout out Anderson .Paak, shout out Mac Miller. And I could definitely, now that you mentioned groovy people like that, Anderson .Paak, I could see that in terms of like the newer age. Yeah. Even people like Steve Lacy's been doing crazy shit. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
You talk about, look, check it out. I got the.
Yeah.
You know, I got the Mac hat. Yeah. Got the Mac Miller hat.
We're talking about Tiny Desk, and so you're painting on time. For me, it was whenever I did like homework, and just like in life in general. Anderson .Paak is probably one of my favorite. Tiny Desk, Mac Miller is just super sick. The newer ones, I love Ari Lennox, I love JID.
I'm not tapped in.
Really?
I'm not tapped in. I might have to.
Ari Lennox is like, you know SZA, right? So it's like she's kind of on like the newer R&B. Ari Lennox has a fucking voice on her, super warm and shit. She's probably one of my favorite artists in general. So
well, I got a 3-hour drive back, so I might have.
You know Smino? Smino?
No, I'm all about learning.
I'll send you some art. I feel like you will love. Cause Smino is very like he was a drummer at first, And I feel like a lot of his cadences are like drum-esque. Like he even said it himself, like a lot of his different deliveries and cadences are drummer. Like his drummer feels, but through rap, and it's it fucking
Love that.
sick. So I
Love that.
great. You need these new artists, and then I want mesh. I want you to mesh and,
Shit, I might.
and turn and create that. But let's do some song highlights again. You do have an album, but we could talk some of my favorite songs off there and tell me a little bit, like, you know, about the songs and the process, something like that.
Okay.
First of all, Stay Fly. Stay Fly. I love that song. I think the word groovy ass motherfucker is how I describe just in general you. It's super groovy, a good feeling song. What makes you feel the most fly? Like, what is the situation like? You know, you stay fly, it's about the alpha essence, but what situation like, damn, this song is like the perfect right now.
You gotta hit him with a couple shots. Like, what's up, shot? You gotta hit him with a couple shots, right? You gotta, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I've been fortunate to live a very cool life. And one that I definitely built, and I feel in ways I deserve to a degree. And I don't know. There's times I just feel like the fucking man, and there's nothing wrong. I feel like, yo, I mean, in a world where you get to decide your own fate.
Yeah.
You gotta feel good about what you're doing. You gotta feel good about your decisions and what you're on. So shit.
Yeah.
I fucking just kind of feel fly today. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I just feel good. Feel good. Just feel fly. Yeah. And that actually, funny enough, was the quickest song that I wrote.
Really?
Yeah, that was actually the last song I wrote on the album, and that song took the shortest amount of time to write and the shortest amount of time to produce.
It's just, I guess you was just feeling that day. Stay fly. You know what? Today's the day.
Like, yo, today was exactly. That's what it was. That's exactly what it was.
You know, that song is sick too. And Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars have a song called Fly too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that one was like,
Fly as me.
Yeah, and he said, he's like, you deserve to be with somebody as fly as me. And I'm like, and then I deserve to be with somebody as fly. I was like, that is so true, because what do I look like?
Absolutely.
Being fly as hell and not standing next to somebody's fly.
And they're big influence as well. Big influence as well. I'm a big Bruno Mars fan, but Silk Sonic, I seen them in Vegas as well. But they were hot. They were stupid hot.
I'm jealous that you got to see that live.
And funny enough, and off the record, they had an after party, and me and my girlfriend at the time, we were there, and they had a wall full of tapes, and I don't know where we saw the wall opened. What the fuck? Like, there's another club in this.
Really?
So there's another club in there, like a smaller speakeasy, and there was some cat spinning records. And Paak and Mr. Paak, Paak, if you're watching, Paak and Bruno, they weren't there, but the band was.
Okay.
The whole band was there, and I gotta chop it up. My album had just came out, actually. It was the day that my album came out, May 13, 2022. It was that exact day that I was at that club, and I ran into the band and shit, and I was all high off of my album being out, and I seen oh my God, he was a guitarist.
Okay.
For Bruno Mars that night, and we got to chopping it up a little bit. And I was like, bro, my album just came out. He was like, oh cool, and he got my Spotify and he was like checking it out and shit. I was like, yo, this is wild.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got there, but
no, we're talking about Bruno Mars.
Double espresso. Double espresso will do it.
Bro, we was at the counter and he said, yeah, let me just get a double espresso. And then the cashier was like 2 shots or something. I was like, yeah, 2 shots. So he's like, yeah. I was like, okay.
Absolutely.
But no, shout out, bro. When I saw, I'm the biggest Bruno Mars fan as well. I was like, there's something about Bruno Mars that just gets me there, man. It's super sick. Cause don't get me wrong, I love the R&B, the rap, and blah, blah, but sometimes you need a good, like, sing your heart out, and Bruno Mars is there. And so when I saw that link up between him and Anderson .Paak, I was like, oh my God. And then the waves they created, like,
it was game over. After last night. That's
my, and then, dude, the bridge on that is like, and then it keeps going.
Blast Off top. That's underrated. Blast Off. All of them, all those tracks.
No, but After Last Night is probably my favorite on there.
And then they did Love's Train, and they did a rendition of Love's Train. That one's, they're all hot.
Yeah, no, that album that's insane. I'm so pissed they didn't tour, because I know they had the little Vegas residency.
Yeah.
The fact that they didn't tour, I'm forever pissed about that. I'm forever pissed about that.
Oh man, I don't know you're paying.
Oh yeah, I forget.
I seen some now.
Whatever. Next up, probably one of my most popular songs, Body Rock, and I feel like it is.
Yeah.
It deserves to be popular. It's like 1, 2, 3 shots on the round. This man, I was like, everybody move. I'm dancing to this shit right here because it's one thing hearing it, and another thing like like listening to the music, and I think seeing it live with I felt like I was just so like high off just the day, and I'm like to close out. I was like, oh, in this song, I was like, everybody move. I'm dancing to this shit.
Yeah.
And shout out Body Rock, man.
Body Rock's hot.
Talk to me about that song. What do you feel it's your most popular? Do you think there's certain things, or it's just like, I don't know?
Yeah, I think Body Rock got a lot of recognition early on. It was the first song I put out ever. So Body Rock, that's the child that everyone seems to appreciate and agree on that it's a vibe, right?
Yeah.
Occasionally you'll get the mountain lovers, or you'll get you'll get so and so here and there. But yeah, Body Rock's a good one. An OG.
Yeah, for sure.
Put me on.
And then I did want to talk about Mountain. Talking about that one I did because you did I love when artists give a little like backstory in a song. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because as a fan, I'd be like, oh, I think a song is about this thing, but it's actually about this thing.
Yeah.
Or just like I just enjoy the music and sometimes I don't think about it. And and you talked a little bit about Mountains and the meaning.
Yeah.
Talk to what Mountains is for you, and because it's a little bit slower compared to the rest of your songs, right? I feel like the other ones are a little more upbeat, summer, we're thinking orange, pink colors, and this one I feel like is a little mellowed out, more a little bit blue, but a nice light blue, So talk to me about Mountains.
Yeah, so again, just learning about myself and my life and who I am and where I want to go, the people that I'm surrounded by. I was in a very long relationship, and the girl I was with, she was a big Taylor Swift fan, right?
Okay.
And that it took me a little time for that to grow on me. But she very much loved the love songs and the cute little this or that, right? So in my head, I'm thinking, and even Strawberry Champagne, like I'm like, look. If I'm gonna write a love song, I want to feel like I want her to be able to love it, right? So that was kind of the idea for that. Now, as far as the lyrics go, Mountains, yeah, it's like, yo, I'm capable of doing so many good things. I know I'm capable of doing them. It doesn't necessarily mean I know how to, or the right way to do it, or the way you want me to do it. So what can I do to move some mountains and But then maybe you don't tell me how to move them, and now I'm stuck wondering how to move them. Because you didn't. So can you just tell me, like, cause I'll move them.
Yeah.
I just need some direction. I just need to know which way to go. And even in the song, it's you got so much love to give and shit. Girl, I play to win. I can't say nothing else but you and I. Like, I'm not great at love. I'm ungifted from above. But if you ask me, you know that I'll move them.
Yeah.
That type of shit. So it's a plea to be like, look, I don't have a lot of experience with love, but shit, if you can give me some pointers, I can see what I can do. Yeah. That's what that vibe is.
Yeah. Shout out Mountains. I was like when he said, I was like, damn, because I was like, oh, that's a good story. Because I agree with that. I was like, there's so much only I could do, but I was like, you just gotta let me know, dog. Like what you like, what you. I was like, it's a two-way thing, man. Let me know. Talk it out. Let's be humans together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own needs, ways that they show love.
What do you think it is for you? Your love language?
I don't know. I'm not sure. What are they?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person too.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was like,
I guess. I don't know. I don't need words. I don't need words.
Quality time.
Quality time's cool. I don't necessarily. I don't know. I'm pretty neutral in all of them. I feel.
Yeah.
And maybe I can get better at that. Yeah. But I'm pretty neutral. Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. I like to feel appreciated, and I like to appreciate others. I know that I love to give people things. I know I love to say nice things to people. I know I like to give words of affirmation.
Yeah.
When it's necessary. But yeah, me and love. It's a weird street that I hope to get better at. Yeah.
It's nice because I feel like most of your first album was filled of just love stories. So
yeah, I was very much in love.
Yeah. I heard it. I was like, this because like I said, I was re-listening to your album. I was like, let me see if any questions follow up, and I was like, Oh, he was in love in this album.
I was very much in love. It was new love as well. So I was very much in just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I jumped into the deepest pool of love that I've ever seen. I jumped head first, and I didn't know how to swim initially, but your life plays its course, and you make the most of what you can.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, thank you so much, Steven, for being here. We had a great conversation.
It was a hell of a conversation.
It was, oh my God, so much fun. Thank you again for being part of the 713. I know you're from San Antonio, but Houston always has open arms from you. Me, Wesley, whatever.
For sure.
Anytime you got to rock out here, just like let us know. I'll be there.
When's the next show?
Find out soon.
Yeah, I like it. I like that.
No, but yeah, shout out you. Anything? Stay in touch. Remember, he has an album. I don't know. Are you still working on the album, or this year, next year? Do you have or is it just like?
I'm letting life play its course. I'm letting life do what it has to do.
Yeah.
There ain't no need to rush it. The first album, I wanted to rush it a little bit, and there are a lot of things I wish I could have changed or done differently. So this time I'm gonna let things play its course, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Make sure you follow Stephen Kurt everywhere. He's on Spotify, everywhere you need to.
Hit me up on IG. I'm mainly on IG. Stephen Kurt Music. Hit me up on it.
Well, thank you again, Stephen. Thank you for the conversation.
We did it.
Yay! And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.